Hello, everyone. It's Bartosz Olesz from Polish Fighters, and with me is Will Fleury, two-division Oktagon MMA champion. Hello, Will.
How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. First of all, Will, the big congratulations about great victory over Martin Budayem and Oktagon 81. Did you expect this fight will be so easy for you?
I wouldn't say it was easy. Like I felt that I could hit him, because I knew I would be slightly faster than him. But I wondered whether or not I could really hurt him like quickly like this. But I thought if he came in heavy, I would be able to land because his momentum, he's carrying a lot of weight behind. My fist would be able to land good. But I knew after my first, like, I landed one small left hand early in the fight and it wobbled him. I could see his legs had like got a little bit stiff. And after this, it was like, okay, hunt. Like I knew I could go. So then I was looking for the big punch. I was just always looking for like one good shot. And when he threw this kick, it was like perfect chance to land. So in the fight, I felt, yeah, I can definitely hurt him quickly. Before the fight, I was like, I know I will be able to hit him, but I don't know how much I can hurt him because my last opponent was Artadev. I hit him a lot and he just took all the shots really good. I never felt like I really hurt. Like once I felt close to finishing him, but other than this, I landed like my best shots on him and he just took them all.
Mhm.
So my confidence to finish him wasn't very high before the fight. In the fight, I became confident.
But told me, Will, that this win over Budaj, that was your greatest win in your old career.
It's definitely the most like, he's a 7-1 guy in the UFC. He's a big guy. He's like a lot bigger than I am. So on paper, it's amazing. It looks really good. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of how I performed, but I don't want this to be the limit. So, like, yes, like all credit to Martin. He's had an amazing career. For me to beat him, I feel really proud of that. But I want to do bigger things now. I feel like I've built to a platform where I can do something
Yeah.
really, really special. And I've showed, guys, I'm at this level. So use me like this, bring guys in. We can have big fights. We can do amazing things.
Mhm. There no denying that you weren't favorite of the fans in this fight. Did that affect you in any way during this bout?
Oh, like if the fans hate me, I don't care. I just like as to be honest, the main thing is that they're there and they support somebody.
Yeah.
Because when I went to Prague the year before, they really didn't like me because I was fighting Carlos, and Carlos is like big fan favorite. This time it was kind of actually 50-50 because like I had more fan like I got a good cheer when I came out. The fans there like me now. Um, but against Carlos, it was really, really against me. And I
Yeah.
liked it. It was actually cool because there's a lot of energy. They're passionate. So even though they boo you, there's 20,000 people screaming and being passionate. This gives you energy because it's like it matters. The fight is significant. There's emotion. And like you can use the emotion to be like, watch me. I'm gonna fuck your guy up. So I had like I had a better time. Like the crowd I thought last year in 2024 when I fought Carlos, I loved the passion, even though everybody was booing me. Actually, honestly, it was amazing for me. I loved this night. This time with Martin, the crowd was more like 50-50 because, okay, he's home guys like Slovak, but they still like me now a little bit. um, so, like, I didn't get as many boos. And a little bit of me was like, I like that they like me. It's nice. But if they're really passionate against you, it gives you an energy. So I don't mind like if the crowd boos, it's good for me. But if they cheer me, okay, cool.
You double win. You win the fight and you win the heart. The
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, yeah. So it's nice.
Yeah. After your fight, Daniel Skfor entered to the cage and challenged you. Then which you accepted. Do you think he deserved to the this fight? And do you think that Daniel is already in your level?
So I'll be honest. To me, like Dan's been on a really good run. He's finished his last four opponents since he lost to me the first time, but it doesn't excite me. I want big challenges. The
Yeah.
only problem is I haven't defended my light heavyweight belt in over a year since last December, since I won the belt. And all the German contenders, Popik, Voskron, they won't fight. They've been offered this fight and they won't take it. So DD4 is the only guy, and he's on a win streak. So in a way, it makes sense. But I wish that we could do a big fight in Germany, that I could fight Voskron in the stadium. I could fight Popik in Munich. These fights are more exciting for me. But at the end of the day, I want to be a champion who defends his belt often.
Mhm.
So whatever the promoters say, hey, you got to defend against this, okay, cool. I want to.
Maybe do you have a dream opponent from Oktagon MMA that you would like to face?
So my ideal plan would be I would fight Freddie Voskron to defend the light heavyweight title, or Alex Popik. I don't care. One of those guys. A big fight in Germany, where the crowd hate me and I come in and kick the guy's ass. This is what I
Again,
love to do.
again.
But then after this fight, I would go down to middleweight and fight maybe Makhmud Murdoch if he has like right now, he's like interim champion. If Kareem Angazek and him fight, I feel like he will win this fight. Now, who knows? Angazek might lose to Jocko, but whoever the champion is, when I get down finally later in the year, maybe like June, July, August time, I would like to fight that guy in the summer, do a big show. Maybe I know they go to Berlin in June. So maybe in Berlin, that would be amazing. And fight middleweight against whoever the champion is there. Probably Makhmud Murdoch, because I think he is the best guy in the division. And to be honest, I think he's a damn good fighter. Like I said, I want these challenges. So that's the one I'd really be looking for. That would be my dream scenario for this year.
I appreciate that you, because that was my next question, the middleweight division. But told me what weight do you ultimately plan continue your career? You say me to return to the light heavyweight, next plan to the middleweight, but what the next? Lightweight, welterweight?
Honestly, no, no. Like middleweight will be hard. After that, it's like, no, it's not possible. Um, I think naturally light heavyweight is the easiest division for me, but I'm not about what's easiest. It's where the biggest fights are. So if there's big fight at heavyweight, okay, cool, I can be heavyweight. If it's, really good light heavyweights, maybe if they sign in a couple of good light heavyweights and there's a couple of good challengers and the division becomes really active, I just defend light heavyweight. And like the thing is, I know when I win, if I win the three belts, you can't defend three belts. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're clogging up one of the divisions. So I wouldn't expect to like keep three belts. I just want to win three belts, have the belt, and then wherever the best guys are at that time, I will go to that division and defend the title there. Even it's possible, I think, to keep heavyweight and light heavyweight. But like I've just shown, size is not such a big problem for me. When guys are a lot bigger, it's not really a big deal. But I think in a way, if there was a lot of good contenders, because in heavyweight now, Octagon actually have a couple of guys who are pretty good. Like Lazar Tadev's a great fighter. That guy Kasim Aras, he's
Yeah.
a pretty good fighter. They have Simon Biong signed in. So there's a couple of good fighters in that division. So like there's challenges there. But right now I'm really focused on triple champ. So I know defending light heavyweight and then winning at middleweight, that's only until June. If there's a bunch of guys at heavyweight who are really, really good, and that's the best division, I'll say, okay, guys, give me like 4 months, 5 months. I'll get my weight back up. I'll fight as a very small heavyweight, like maybe I can go from 95 to like 103 kilos or something like this, and I could fight as a 103 kilo light heavyweight against these guys. But it just depends how it turns out. You can make all these plans. Life has different,
Yeah.
reality can hit you sometimes and you don't know what's going to happen. So right now, my whole focus is three belts.
Before you fight, you coach the legendary John Kavanagh said that you fight with Budayem will the biggest fight in on Irish MMA, of course, except the Conor fights.
Yeah.
Of course, do you agree with him?
Um, Paul Hughes, he's beaten AJ McKee, which I think is a really big victory. Like AJ
Yeah,
McKee was
yeah,
probably one
yeah.
of the best featherweights in the world at that time. And I think Ian Gary's had a lot of good wins as well, but nobody cares so much about them. If you like in Ireland, somehow they haven't, like Paul Hughes has become more popular.
Yeah.
Like I think because he's coaching me, he'll say that, if I'm being objective, probably there are other fights that were like more significant for Irish MMA as a whole. It's definitely the biggest fight for my career. And here's the thing. This is why I feel like I can say this because I know I can do the biggest fight. I can be that, but I don't think I've gotten there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just need a
Yeah.
bigger challenge.
Yes, of course. Okay, the next question. Can you tell me how long do you still have a contract with Oktagon MMA? And if you any offer from, the PFL, UFC that came up in the near the future, would you consider it to go to the PFL or UFC?
Yeah, so I have one fight left on my deal right now, and I would consider, like, as in the reality is, like, Octagon have been extremely good to me. They're, what they've done with, like, they've given me the platform to really make something special from my career.
Yeah.
And I will always appreciate that so much. My job is to do the best I can as a fighter. If the challenges are not big enough in Octagon, and, let's say the legacy that they want me to have isn't big enough, I feel like it's my duty as a fighter to go for the biggest chance and the biggest opportunity possible. But genuinely, I mean this because, like, everybody, it's business, whatever. I do feel a sense of loyalty to them. It's the only promotion I've ever felt the sense of these guys have given me something. I feel like if it's small, the thing, if it's the difference of 10,000, okay, I'm staying with you guys because you're a good show. You do really good stuff. It's, everything is very professional. Nobody's ever lied to me. The promoters, they've always told me things straight. Okay, maybe sometimes they're like hoping the Irish guy doesn't win because they want to build a Czech champion or a Slovak champion. I understand that. That's fair. Totally fair. But I do feel a sense of loyalty to them. But hey, loyalty only gets you so far. Life is life, and you gotta do
Yeah.
what's best for your career at the end of the day.
Uh, where would you place yourself on the rankings of light heavyweight and heavyweight champions? Of course, the outside the UFC.
Um, I don't know. It's not something that I think about too much, but like, it's easy to say things like this. I would love the opportunity to prove this.
Yeah.
I feel like I can beat nearly every light heavyweight in the world. At heavyweight, it's a different thing. At heavyweight, there's guys like Tom Aspinall who moves really beautifully. Like, there's some of the top 10 heavyweights I look at, even in the UFC, and I'm like, man, these guys are really
Yeah.
not at the level. They're just big. They're not actually good fighters. I want to challenge it. Like, I challenged Rafael Harty at the KSW champion. I challenged all these guys, but like these fights can't happen because of the contract situations. I
But do you think then you can beat the Phil de Vries, the heavyweight KSW champion?
He's a good fighter. He's a really good fighter. But
Yeah.
man, I feel like with the like I have really good hand speed
Yeah.
and I have really good output consistently. If he tied me up in a situation like that, I don't think he finishes me. I think it's a very good fight. Genuinely, I think like I wouldn't be like, oh, I'll smash him. But I'm like, yeah, I think I could beat that guy.
Hmm? But if an offer from KSW came up, would it be something worth to consideration? Of
Yeah,
course,
like look,
of course, if
I'm open.
the money
Yeah,
was good.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so, like that. There is a sense of loyalty towards Octa, but man, it's your career at the end of the day, and you've got to make the best of your career. So I'm a prize fighter. I go places and fight for money. That's what I do. Yeah. So I'll go wherever pays me the biggest money.
Yeah. Uh, okay, well, this from me is everything. I very appreciate it for your time and thank you for your time. And that once again, very congratulations
Cheers. Thank you
about
very much.
your fight with Budai. Thank you, mate.
Cheers. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of that.